Unit 2 Seed Selection and Seedling Production. Session 2 Nursery Bed Preparation and Seed Sowing. Hello viewers, welcome to the video lecture series for job role of Solanaceous crop cultivator class 9. In this unit we have 3 sessions. Session first has been already covered in previous video. Now we will cover session 2 Nursery Bed Preparation and Seed Sowing. In this session we will learn about first one is nursery bed, second benefit of nursery bed, third method to prepare nursery or raised bed, fourth preparing the site for bed, fifth soil sterilization and seed treatment, sixth sowing on seed bed, seventh factors affecting seed germination, eighth soil nursery. So students, first we learn about nursery bed. A nursery bed is a small area where necessary soil and environmental conditions such as germinating media, plant nutrients, water, temperature, oxygen and weather protection are provided for the germination and growth of seeds into healthy seedlings. Now let's focus on benefit of nursery bed. Convenient to look after seedling, cropping period gets reduced, help in better land and time management as seedling preparation in nursery bed gives more time for the preparation of the main field, help produce uniform and healthy seedlings. Now the third topic is method to prepare nursery or raised bed, in which these steps are followed. Prepare 50 to 20 cm raised bed. The width should be between 0.45 and 1.20 meters, whereas the ideal length range from 3 to 5 meters. These enables drainage during rain and avoids water stagnation. The nursery bed is thoroughly mixed with 10 to 15 kg of decomposed farmyard manure per square meter. All weeds, stones, stumps, clods, etc. are removed from the field and the bed should be leveled. The seeds are sown in the line in the bed. To carry out cultural practices, the space between two beds should be 30 to 40 centimeter. Next topic is preparing the site for nursery bed. The selection of a site for creating a nursery bed depends on the following factors: sunny location, availability of water source nearby, fertile and sterilized soil. Our fifth topic is soil sterilization and seed treatments. So let's start with the soil sterilization. Nursery plants are prone to many soil-borne infection and infestation. The soil of the nursery should therefore be sterilized. The soil can be sterilized by the use of chemical, physical or biological sterilizers. These are described as: first one is chemical sterilizer. Fumigants like formaldehyde, methyl bromide and BAPM are used for sterilizing of soil. Second one is physical sterilizer. The soil and sand used for the preparing of the bed can be sterilized and autoclave at 121 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. This will kill almost all weeds and microorganisms present in it. It is difficult to execute the process on a large scale as certain beneficial factor may get lost from the soil. Mostly soil solarization, that is solar energy, is used as a method to sterilize the soil. And third, last one is bioagents. Certain biological agents like Trichoderma species are effective in controlling soil-borne pathogens. These bioagents are mixed well in soil, say 10 to 25 gram per square meter. Seeds should be sown 2 to 3 days after the application of bioagent. Second subtopic is seed treatments. In seed treatments, 3 treatments are done, which are following. First one is hot water treatment. Dry seeds are placed in water having a temperature of 48 to 55 degrees Celsius for 10 to 30 minutes prior to sowing. This reduces seed-borne inoculums. Second one is chemical treatment. Seed treatments with fungicide like Thiram at the rate of 3 gram per kilogram or Carbendazim at the rate of 2 gram per kilogram is done to prevent fungal attack on seeds. Similarly, insecticide like imidacloprid 70% water soluble at the rate of 7 gram active ingredient per kilogram of seeds can be used for the protection of seeds against insect and pest. Third and last one is biological seed treatments. Some bioagents are used for seed treatment to control seed and soil-borne inocula such as Trichoderma species for the improvement of germination and production of legumes crop. Seed are treated with biofertilizer like Rhizobium species. Our sixth topic is sowing on seed bed. In this sowing on seed bed, we will further learn about these topics. First one is line sowing. Seeds are sown in lines on a seed bed. The depth of sowing is usually 1.5 to 2 centimeter and the ideal spacing between the line is 5 to 7 centimeter. Second one is seed sowing in pro trays. Pro trays are filled with the growing medium which is prepared by mixing cocopeat, vermiculite and perlite in 3:1:1 proportion. One seed in sown per plug. Small depression 0.5 centimeter are made at the center of the plug with fingertips or mechanical tools for the sowing of seeds. The seeds are then covered with the medium. Arrange the pro trays one on the other to enhance the temperature, which will be help in germination. When germination starts, the pro trays are separated and watered with the watering can. Now, next topic, factor affecting seed germination. It includes the following factors. First one is temperature. Almost all solanaceous crops cannot withstand frost. Seeds cannot germinate at a low temperature. Temperature range of 13 to 21 degrees Celsius is favorable for seed germination. Second one is moisture. Moisture is of prime importance in initiating germination in a seeds. Third one is sowing time. The planting time should be determined by taking into consideration the soil and weather conditions, the kind of crop and the time when to produce is desired for vegetable purpose. Fourth one is depth of sowing. Small seeds, if sown deep in the soil, fail to germinate. The depth at which a seed has to be sown in decided according to the size. Fifth one is seed coat. Sometimes the germination of a seed is inhibited or delayed due to the presence of hard seed coat. Sixth one is seed viability. The capability of a seed to germinate and produce normal seedling is known as seed viability. Seventh, seed dormancy. Usually potato seeds shown dormancy due to which they do not germinate. The treatment of thiourea or dipping of tuber in a solution of gibberellins at 0.5 to 1 ppm reduced dormancy. Eighth, seed pest. Insects, pests and mites in storage are responsible for damaging the seed structures by whiting the seeds. Ninth and last one is seed diseases. The association of certain bacteria and fungi shortens seed viability and thus affect germination. Our next topic is soil nursery, where we learn about its advantages and disadvantages. First we take advantages. The nursery area is small, hence seedlings can be managed in a better way with minimum care and cost. The germination percent is high in nursery beds as compared to direct sown crops. It helps reduce crop duration. Controlling insects, diseases and weeds is easily during the initial stage. Second, we will look on its disadvantages. In comparison to pro-trace techniques, more seeds are required in a nursery. Seedlings may get injured during uprooting. Chances of soil-borne infections are more if soil treatment is not done carefully. A nursery requires more watering and interculture operations for healthy seedlings. Now, summary. So students, what we learned from this video? The important points are nursery bed, benefit of nursery bed, method to prepare nursery or raised bed, preparing the site for bed, soil sterilization and seed treatment, sowing on seed bed, factors affecting seed germination, soil nursery. Thank you.